Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR video. Today I have guys another SWTOR video where we're just going to be kind of discussing some points and views slash opinions. So in today's video we're just going to be talking about the announcement of a new operation. This was said in the most recent SWTOR live stream, so I just thought that I would share my opinions and thoughts on the announcement, and we can just kind of go over what the plan is itself. So if you guys enjoy the SWTOR video, as always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want some game mints, then check the link in the description down below, Catalyst game mints. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in this little discussion. Alrighty guys, let's get into this right now. So as you guys probably saw, there's recently an announcement of a new operation that was coming to SWTOR. Now this is definitely really huge news for the whole entire game and the community, mainly because we haven't seen really any new group content just relating to operations and stuff in quite a long time. So this is definitely a really big surprise to everyone that we actually kind of saw an announcement for new ops. So the one thing that is I say kind of like a bit unique and different with this ops though is that they don't have it ready just yet, the whole entire operation. They plan on having it kind of like in parts, so every, I say, they're going to first have the first boss, and then they're just going to continue to work on the other bosses, just continue to, I say, work on it until it's fully ready, but they're going to allow the players to go ahead and just continue with it at the same time. So, I mean, it is a bit interesting of a concept, just that, the operation itself isn't ready, but they just want to have people kind of like test it out and try it. But at the same time, some people are a bit irritated just considering the fact that they actually don't have a fully ready ops yet. So one thing I will mention is obviously I can understand why people are a bit irritated is, we just got this announcement of new ops, and then we only just, I say, kind of like realized that with these new ops, essentially the way it's going to work is we're going to get new ops, but we do have to wait a little for each boss. So that is a bit disappointing, of course, because that essentially tells us that they haven't really been working on group content as of recently. They probably just now realize that, a lot of players really want the group content. They finally, I say, kind of like open their eyes and just realize, that the group content is the way to go for right now if they want to keep players. So, obviously, they're just trying to go with that idea. They're just trying to go ahead and just get to the players that want, I say, group content, which is, based on what I've seen is the majority of players. I mean, I myself want to see a new group content like operations. So this is good. But it seems like, they want to give the group content to the players. So, of course, they're just going to go ahead and just kind of release it in parts and just allow, the players to kind of like, not really play test it, but they're going to allow the players just to go ahead and continue with it. So that is definitely, pretty cool that they are actually doing this. As much as I am disappointed that, a full ops isn't really ready for us, I'm glad either way that we're actually, kind of get a confirmation of ops, because, in a long time we really haven't, kind of seen this, which a lot of people have been irritated about, but it is good news, for the community that we actually see that, they are going to be working on operations. They also said that they are working on, a daily area. So, it's cool that we are getting a new daily area. They haven't really talked about that or really mentioned anything of, creating new daily areas. I'm hoping that it's, kind of like Oricon where, you have the main story, which they said there will be, some type of story. So you have, the story, and then you just continue to go through all the different stuff. So, it sounds pretty cool with what their plan is. I guess they're going to try to make a story or something similar to that. So, it's exciting that they obviously, clearly understand that they're, rather, they kind of are showing us that, what the plan is for, I say, later for the game, as in, what the plan is for the content. So that is good news for us, of course, because we are getting to see it, once again, what the plan is. So that's definitely a really big plus, of course. But also, once again, at the same time, a lot of people are irritated just as the fact that, we aren't getting a full ops just completely ready, I say, just soon. I am happy that we are going to be able to see, the first boss, and then as it continues, the progression with how they actually, build up the ops. We're going to see how it turns out, how stuff changes. So that'll be pretty cool. But, hey, at the same time, I'm glad that they are going to actually at least, kind of give us the bosses, since they aren't done with them. So we can kind of see like what needs to be worked on and what needs to be improved. But to kind of like recap slash sum up, my thoughts and opinions on this is, yes, I am really happy that they have announced new operations and all that different stuff right there. But at the same time, it is a little disappointing that, we aren't seeing too much, kind of relating to the ops, as in, yes, we understand that we are getting a new ops. That is 100% A-okay. I'm definitely happy about that. But at the same time, people are a bit disappointed since they announced that they're only going to be working on, one boss for the beginning. Because, of course, that kind of shows us that they probably haven't been working on the ops probably a lot. I guess they were kind of like getting the concepts and designs and stuff already. But still, some people are disappointed that we aren't actually seeing, the new options 100% with all the bosses just yet. But it is nice that at least, even though they aren't ready with it, they are allowing the players to kind of to play it as it is released and as the stuff, goes on. So probably in the beginning it will kind of suck because we only will get one boss to kind of tie in all the stuff that's probably happening with the new update. But still, as we go on and everything is polished and complete, that will be good news. You'll be able to jump right into the game, have a 100%, complete ops, where you can just fight all the bosses and just see what the deal with it is. So, in that sense, it is good that we are going to see new ops content, because, if you don't want to sub, or you just want to go and just wait for the new, I say, like, multiplayer content to go ahead and release, they can just wait until the ops is done and then subscribe once, and then just get to kind of like check it out to see, how it is. So you don't have to kind of stay on the journey with the operation. But if you do want to, then it is obviously an option right there. I'm probably going to stay sub for the time being, just to kind of like see it, how it progresses, and just see, what their plan is and kind of the stuff that they do relating to the new update. So, not only with this new operation, they are, once again, kind of releasing a daily area and stuff. So that is cool, of course, because, I do like daily areas. Hopefully it does kind of give a new meaning back to them, since they haven't really focused on daily areas as of recently in SWTOR Republic, or really, kind of like talked about them. So I will be interested to see, what the deal and plan for that is, of course. So, once again, I just want to kind of bring this point across, is, I'm not too excited that, that kind of says that they haven't been working on ops likely for too long, since they only are going to have one boss ready as of recently, but they're going to continue to work on it. But still, it is nice to see that they are actually starting to focus on group content and work on it. That's good news, because a lot of players have been waiting for that, and now we're going to finally be able to see this, just see this group content, just see how actually it is. In the background, I'm currently doing an uprising, so hopefully what they do is that they have the new operations. Hopefully it's, I say better boss fights and stuff than this, because, this boss fight's pretty simple, but, hopefully they do something with it, of course. I just want to see, what the plan is, of course, because, this is definitely going to be something that's, really interesting, of course, just with, what they're going to go ahead and just do with, the new group content and the new stuff, because if it isn't good, then a lot of players won't obviously come back for it, which is definitely something we don't want. We want players to obviously, come back to the game and just see the new group content and what's available. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this SWTOR Republic video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you guys enjoyed these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.